sorry, the most unlucky Nigerian striker currently at the moment. I mean, every time he gets an invite, he plays his heart out, he gets the goal, he goes all out to show that he is meant to be here. But when a list that matters comes up, the selectors always find a way to skip him. How does that make you feel most times?
It hurts sometimes. Feels disappointing. I've been in and around the squad for 5 years now, and I haven't played an official game yet, only friendly games, so I must say that hurts. On the other hand, there's always a lot of different factors. Of course, you have a few strikers, like for example Victor Osimhen, who is a clear number one. And there are always, it always depends on form, on choices, on personal opinion. But I would say the two AFCONs I missed out really hurt, because I felt that at that time, that moment with my form, I had a place in that squad. But hey, it's a big country. There is a lot of competition. We have a lot of good strikers. Who am I? I'm not making the choices. The only thing I can do is perform, score my goals at my club, and show that I'm ready. And when called upon, is like yesterday, for example, show what I can do for the team, how I can help the team with goals, but also with hard work and dedication.
I mean,
hello guys, good morning and welcome to the channel Final Whistle, the channel that promises to keep you fresh and updated concerning spotlight related stories, from fans reaction to pre and post match analysis, and of course in-depth match analysis. Yes guys, that is the voice of Cyril, the number 9 that we used in the just concluded Unity Cup. We saw him pull out a goal and an assist in the two-legged fixture against Ghana and Jamaica. And believe me, he has been out venturing out his frustration of why he has been subjected to only friendlies and not major tournaments. So guys, we're really here to discuss the attackers who have called down the years and just see if Cyril could have made a difference or could have been that name that would have called to replace any of them. Cyril
Cyril, the wonderful striker. I think he made his debut 2020 under our then coach Gennett Roy. So I think since then he has only had minutes in friendly games, which if we are judging by that, he has delivered on that mandate. About 4 goals down to his name is not a small number, because we have certain strikers that get called up every international break but has only 1 goal to his name. So I think his reason is justifiable. But when you now go back to check, because he made mention of last 2 AFCONs, and you now try to juxtapose with that and now, his form then and his form now, I would say he probably didn't understand what was happening. Yes, he was younger. He was 25 when he debuted, and now he's 30. But as at then, take for example the last 2021, I don't see any striker that would have dropped for him. You get what I'm saying? No doubt, he's a lovely striker. But the problem is the country he found himself in, Nigeria, where is a abundant of players. So that's one of the problems he had. Because go to 2021, we've seen the likes of Igalo in that list, Victor Osimhen in that AFCON list. You get Sedi Kumar, Awoni, Emmanuel Dennis. Now let us dive these 5 strikers that season. Then with him, as at then he was in the Belgium league, no?
No, he was in Serie B.
Serie B.
Yeah.
2021. Now, how many goals did he have? 10 goals, about 10 goals that season. As compared to Igalo,
that was playing for Manchester
United, and was our number one striker, ahead of even Victor Osimhen. So would he have benched these 2 players? No. Awoni, Union Berlin, that made him get
record signing of Nottingham Forest,
which was far better than what he did. You get? Now go to Emmanuel Dennis.
Club
Brugge. He was the prospect in
the Champions League.
He
was playing well in the Champions League.
I remember that goal he scored.
When Ronaldo left,
So I don't think he would have broken into the 2021 AFCON list. So I think it's just that one aside.
That one aside, before you take all the explanation and everything, because even me, I have something to say. Anyway, let me just hear briefly from you.
Yeah, I think Cyril, the fact is he deserves to get a national call-up.
Yes,
no doubt. He deserves to get it, and he did. I think he actually is a dual citizen. His mom is a Nigerian, his father is a Belgian.
Yeah.
So from what I gathered, he actually played for the Belgium under-21 team. So I think maybe that might be one of the few things that would have hindered him from being considered at the initial stage.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that you had other strikers that were visible, that we could easily assess that were also doing well as at that time.
Yeah.
No doubt, if you look at the wave of the pool of the strikers that we have now, if you call number one or number two, then say that's us now.
Now will come into play.
But right now, age is not on his side again.
Yeah.
The time that he had age on his side, there were a lot of strikers in the pool that were equally very good.
Yeah.
Like Ojukwu has broken it down. So if you are looking at it in the past 5 years, I think he was a victim of the fact that we have enough quality
As at that
strikers.
time.
And let's not forget, when we look at the call-up list, I think we only have the space for how many strikers?
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
It's just 3 strikers. So he should be glad. He should be glad because there are some people that are looking for a chance that have not even gotten at all, whether friendlies or unfriendly tournaments. They've not even gotten a chance. Now let's look at the caliber of coaches that we've used the last 5 years. This guy that left Benin Republic now.
Kenneth Troy.
Austin Eguavon,
Parceiro.
That's like 3 coaches in the last 5 years. This other guy that used 24 hours to coach us.
Finidi. No.
Lambadia.
Finidi. And
Lambadia.
Eguavon.
Eguavon came again. So that's like the hierarchy from then till now. So it is we have always said the call-up list is always lopsided.
Yeah.
Because we will not want to see somebody that is not playing well for his team.
Yeah.
We will not want to see somebody that is the benchwarmer. But when you look at it holistically, all of the players that they were calling at that time were getting minutes.
Yeah.
All of the players that were calling at that time were banging goals. So it's now depending on who is more accessible, who, as a coach, who can play my pattern. That's what the coaches look at. Who would I favor? You understand? When you have a lot of players, then you have to consider that. No doubt there are instances where we'll see call-ups and we'll be like, this guy is supposed to be there for crying out loud. People will start making excuses for him. People are still saying, give it up and Amao, all of those guys that got the nod at that time. Some of them are nowhere to be found now.
Yeah.
So Nigeria is filled up with attackers. When you go for trials, when they say attackers come to this side,
plenty.
So we have a lot of attackers, but I think it's just so unfortunate that at this moment he has not been able to get the exact kind of matches that he's looking for. But as far as I am concerned, after this Unity Cup performance, if I don't get to see him in the World Cup qualifier list, I'll have a problem with the
Yes, I think I will agree with you guys because I was just looking at the strikers that Ogochukwu mentioned, the likes of even Umar Sadiq that you failed to mention. Umar Sadiq was balling in Almeria, got the deserved promotion to the La Liga Santander before Isaac was sold by Real Sociedad, and they bought Umar Sadiq to come and replace Isaac as at that time. We are looking at Terra Murphy. We are looking at they were banging goals. We are looking at Paulo Noah just calling at something goals. We are looking at Victor Osimhen. We are looking at they were all bangers of goals. So I would understand his numbers that time was 10, 11 compared to these strikers. If now that he's getting the call up, it's as a result of he's that good. His numbers are good.
And that our strikers, we don't produce good strikers as before.
Yes.
The numbers are reducing for our strikers.
Yes, exactly. You understand? Because take a look at Boniface now and Cyril Dessers. Everybody knows that, okay, Cyril Dessers is a better player than Victor Boniface. It's a known fact now, and that is why we are seeing his name in the mix. Anyway, finally, before we go, are we sure the person that actually even interviewed him didn't like wind him up for this whole thing?
No, I think it was Victor Modo interviewed him, which is a senior colleague in this profession, but I think he was just being emotional because we know we've talked about Cyril Dessers, but when you look at it in depth, you see that there was not really much we could do. It's just like a typical example is Messi, Ronaldo era. That time, if you are a great player born in that time, it like Neymar, a lot of players would have said, you should have won
the Ballon d'Or, yeah.
But you have the two great guys.
And we're still in the pool.
Yeah, still in the pool.
We're still doing marvelous things.
Now look at what we are left with today. We know not Dembele or Vinicius
or Lamar
or Rodri or somebody will talk about Yemi Lamar
with 9 league goals.
So if it was this time that
Neymar will be ruling it now.
Exactly. So that's the typical example. But he still have some time. Like me and Ola used to always say,
Yes.
No, fine wine. You can get better.
Yes,
you can get better. Ronaldo scored more goals of his career after 30 than before.
when he was
In which league?
Juventus.
He scored 100, over 100 goals for Juventus.
Juventus.
He scored over 100 goals for Juventus. He scored over 100, almost 50 for Portugal.
That's not Ronaldo.
Okay.
No,
What we are trying to say,
He can give us a tournament. He can give us a good performance in a
I
tournament.
understand with you people, but I'm looking at sustainability here. Is the sustainability after the tournament? We have to go back to look for another success.
that on that angle. But let's just
That's what I'm saying. If current form, he deserves to get
Yeah,
to
no
That's
doubt.
what I understand his frustration, but if you were expecting to be on the list before now, judging by the kind of attackers that we've had, then we are not being sincere with ourselves.
Yeah.
That is really why reason why I would have wanted to see the kind of research that Modo Victor claimed they did. Then we can now just oppose it to whatever we have from our end here.
Yeah.
How is it possible?
But
to have
he made that claim that he would have made
any
it.
coach? That's the truth. The truth is the caliber of coaches that we had that time were not even Nigerians. I mentioned
Yes.
that some names. So there were no
AFCON,
reason where we could have said, okay, maybe they
He favored somebody.
Like, favor somebody. Like this guy now,
Jose Pacero.
This other guy that coached them, Benin Republic.
Gennett Roy.
Gennett Roy
yeah.
It was like the ones that were even bringing
Foreign based
he brought
players.
the Oyinbo wall.
It was what I gave him debit now.
He brought the Oyinbo wall. He gave us so many people. So why would they not have restricted it to friendlies? It was not like it was done on purpose. I think he's just a victim of not being like while you are at your prime.
Yes.
You had more better players.
Yes,
Yeah.
at your prime. Yeah.
Assuming I just wish Cesar was 23.
Yes.
I just wish he was 23. Like, no, he's not even giving us something around his age now. Look at how he was running everywhere in the Unity Cup. But can it be sustainable? That's the big question right now.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, guys. Yes, Cyril, just as bask in the moment now that you are being called off. But revisiting old times, believe me,
It wouldn't do you any good.
you didn't come close. Believe me, those guys that time, those guys ruling La Liga, ruling the Premier League, ruling Italian Serie A, not like this crop of strikers that we have now. But regardless, it's your time, 30 years old, you still have about 2-3 years to give to the Super Eagles. Hopefully, you get 1 or 2 tournaments to give to us so that we can remember your name for the better good. Well, that's our time. Feel free to the comment section and share your opinion concerning what Cyril Desert has to say to the media. That's our time. We'll see you guys.